What is up, everybody? Welcome to another review. Today we have the Gamerverse Spider-Man 2 Marvel Legends Venom, and I am absolutely I'm just extremely excited to get this guy opened up and to get him reviewed. I have you guys at an off angle for this review because basically the figure is so big that I couldn't manage to find a better angle to review him from. So you guys are going to be more to the right so that you guys can have a better look at the figure. He's so big that I had to move my setup a little bit is basically what I'm saying. But let's get him unboxed. Let's see what he's about. I'm going to try to show you as much as I can with this side angle without like obstructing your view, if that's the correct word. So here's the box. You see you got the big boy Venom, right? And we get on the back this piece from the game when he's fighting Miles and Spider-Man, or Peter. And because they're both Spider-Man, right? Okay, let's not get into that whole debate, but like, yes, this is your big boy bad Venom, right? So let's just get him opened up and let's waste no time. I have been waiting for him for so long, and oh, this Venom is so big. Okay, so here he is. Look at him toes. He got his toes hanging out. Wow, this is exciting, right? So let's get a closer look at the figure. Ooh, that was loud. I forgot how loud Marvel Legends plastic is. But look at this big boy right here. Look at this big boy. Look at this big boy, this thick boy. So we got this massive guy. Like, look at him next to like my shelf. Like, he's like the size of more than two floors. Like, that's insane, right? I mean, look at him, like, bro, that's insane. Get a closer look at that logo. Painted pretty nicely on here. Got a pretty good head sculpt as well. Got the teeth, the round jawline. Know what I'm saying? Paint is pretty good. Look at that back logo right there. Yep, so this is your, what, is it 18 or 19 inches of Venom? This sure is that, right? So, yeah, he's big. But let's get into articulation, right? Bro, he looks so, like, heavy duty when I'm holding him like this. Like, I'm just, like, grabbing him. Like, bro, damn, that's crazy. Okay, anyways, he is double jointed, I think, right? No, is he single jointed or double jointed? I don't know. Who cares at this point, right? But he goes above 90 degrees. He has a bicep swivel. He has a butterfly joint, which was very surprising, but I don't know how much of this butterfly joint we're really going to get. Yeah, like, he has a butterfly joint, but it doesn't really, like move that well. You know, like, it's still, like, his arms are still going straight, even with the butterfly joint. But I think moving the arms back is really where you're going to see this butterfly joint maybe shine a little bit more. Not even. Like, I don't know. They added a butterfly joint, but, like, he's so big in the plastic and the paint and all of this stuff, like it's moving. It's definitely moving, but it doesn't move very much. At least as much as I thought it would, right? So he has an ab crunch. Damn, he's clicking. But he has an ab crunch. His head goes down. Not very much. But his head goes up. Not very much either, right? So he kind of does have like a decent range, like moving side to side and also like tilting a little bit, which I've had issues of Marvel Legends just not having any head movement. So this is pretty decent. He has he does have side to side, but it's like so hindered that it's barely any side to side, right? And I can see like white pieces coming out. I hope I'm not like scratching the paint right now. But going back on that ab crunch, he has a pretty decent amount. I'm just like really scared to scrape the paint, but his legs kick out 90 degrees. So he has that pretty standard articulation. His legs go all the way. So like, I don't know why his hands don't. Maybe it's because I had to warm him up or something, but he has a thigh swivel. So it's pretty decent articulation for such a big guy, right? And if you want to see him do the splits, ooh, that's as far as I could go before I heard something crack. So be careful. Definitely be careful. He's big, but he's he's not. He's big, but he's still a cheap plastic guy, you know. So don't treat him like he's made out of like some type of vibranium. I don't even know what I'm trying to say right now, but basically, be careful. He can still break. He can still snap on you, so you want to be careful. But he has a boot cut, even though he doesn't have any boots. So that's really, really good to see a cut here and a cut here. He has these feet articulation and the toe hinges, yummers. But yeah, I think that's pretty much everything for his articulation. So for his accessories, let's see. For his accessories, it comes with this symbiote goo that I believe goes, it's actually a peg, so it's like basically a hand. So you would take out one of his hands, it doesn't matter which one, I believe. So let's say I take out this one, right? So let's say I take out this one and put it on his hand. It should pop in just like a normal hand, and boom, you got your hand right there, right? And I know that you can open these, put people in there, which I will demonstrate in a second. But let's finish with the rest of the accessories. He also comes with closed fists. 2 pairs of closed fists. That is really, really good to see on a Marvel Legends Venom. And then this amazing head sculpt. Oh, I love it so much. This is such a good head sculpt. But on top of the head sculpt, we have a saliva piece that you can put on. So this is the last accessory piece that we're covering. And it's a piece of saliva that you can slot into the tongue and kind of like trickle it down all the way into the inner piece of his mouth. But I think I put it in the wrong way. Let me see. Nope, I put it... I don't know. Am I putting it in the wrong way? There you go. I think it's supposed to look like this. It's a really soft plastic, so you can get it in there. But look at that. That is such a cool accessory. I'm probably just going to leave it in because I don't want to mess around with it and like have it scratch the tongue or come out too much. But it's like basically him salivating all over whoever he's eating. But really cool accessory. Really like this soft plastic that just slips in right there. And yeah, pretty easy to install, I guess, or connect. And it came out really nice. So, yeah. Now let's demonstrate the hand. So in the size comparison, I'm going to be using this Amazing Fantasy. But here I can show you, like, you can get him in here, basically. Oh, I don't want it to fall now. But if I swivel it around this way. No. Yes. No. Maybe. Yeah. So if I swivel him around this way. Let's get his arms up. You can kind of get him like, you know, stuck in the symbiote. You know? Like that. Which is pretty cool. Look at that. Oh, he's kind of like so tall you can't even see it's out of frame. But you see? He's got him in the symbiote. You know, he could toss him around, throw him around. Yeah. You know what I'm saying. He got him in his grasp. You know, look, he's dragging him on the floor. Bro's a menace. So as I mentioned earlier, I'm doing this review at an off angle so you can really see the height of this Venom. To the right, you have the SHF Venom from the Last Dance movie, which is the live action Venom. On the left, you have the Amazing Fantasy from the 112 Marvel Legends line. And you can see Amazing Fantasy makes up almost half of his body. I think it'd take like 2 Amazing Fantasies to make up that Venom. Not to mention the width of this guy's body. Like, yeah. And the Venom over here, which was supposed to be one of the taller Venoms of the 112 line, or of the 112 scale, I should say, looks small in comparison to this humongous mumbo jumbo of Venom, right? Like, this guy does not compare at all in height. Like, what was previously known to be one of the taller Venoms is now the shortest. No, I'm not. He's not one of the shortest, but he is nowhere near the height of this massive beauty, right? So, really liking this size comparison here to really show how big this Venom is, how massive he is. And, I mean, if you really want to see how big he is, you gotta compare him to little Sonic here. Like, bro, you need like 3 Sonics, bro. But that's not the point. The point is, this Venom is absolutely humongous, and I like it. I really wanted a big Venom to just have a big Venom, you know? The Mafex Venom is a little smaller. The SHF is like medium size now in comparison to this humongous guy. But when I heard this is going to be the biggest 112 Venom, I had to cop him. I like really like Venom to be like this huge monster, even though in a lot of iterations that's not what he's known to be. But absolutely phenomenal size comparison. Now let's move on to the final thoughts of this figure. Now for the final thoughts of this figure, I really love this Venom. And after posing him and like kind of messing around with him, like he's so easy to pose. He's so nice. He has like a lot of soft plastic where the head is, and also like around the jaw. Swapping heads was super easy. Swapping hands is super easy. The joints aren't stiff. I didn't have to warm anything up. And his balance is incredible, to be honest. Like, he's able to hold this Amazing Fantasy easily without having to fall. He did fall one time because like I wasn't really paying attention and I didn't balance his feet right. But when you balance his feet, this guy is sturdy and he will hold up some weight. Also with the tentacles, like, you know, when you bend his arm a little bit, he can balance pretty well. And he can hold a lot of different figures without falling. Like right now, if I left him in this pose in a display, this would look phenomenal. And he wouldn't fall. Amazing Fantasy wouldn't fall. Like, he has him in his hand, grasped. Like, he's about to do some devious things to Spider-Man. Like, this is crazy. I really like this figure. I really like the detail. The paint is pretty good, honestly. It's not that bad. It's obviously faded in some areas, or maybe there's like some outlines that could have been sharper. But like for a $50 figure, he comes with a decent amount of stuff. He comes with an extra head sculpt, an extra pair of hands. He comes with the tentacles. It's not the best. It's not the greatest. It's still $50. It's still Marvel Legends. For what he comes with, I think he's a solid figure and a solid release. And maybe my only pickup from this Gamerverse wave, the only figure that I ever wanted from this Gamerverse wave was this Venom. Everything else I disregarded. They messed up so many other figures, articulation-wise, design-wise, painting-wise. But this is one of those figures that they kind of nailed. And they kind of did really good on him. So really excited I got him. Really happy I got him. And very, very happy how he came out. That's it for my review. If I had to give him a rating, I'm leaning towards that 9 out of 10. Like, he's almost perfection. Maybe a little bit more range in the articulation, because if you're going to have a butterfly joint cut here, you got to have a little bit more range. But I think it's because his shoulders are so big, they can't really move past this piece right here. But 9 out of 10 solid release. Love this figure. Love how he came out. Hope you guys enjoyed the review. I'll see you guys in the next review. Take care. Peace out.